Well, this is the reaction coming from the man who's, of course, leading the charge against the JDS, DK Shivakumar. Remember, earlier as well, Prajwal Revanna's father, H.D. Revanna, had defended him, calling the entire saga conspiracy. In fact, sitting MP Prajwal Revanna is also on a foreign trip, reportedly to Germany, which, of course, a lot of people are now saying that he's fled the country. But on the other hand, the JDS has maintained that he's not fled the country and is only on a pre-planned trip. While all this happens within the JDS, the NCW, the Women's Commission now, has also sent a letter to DGP Karnataka demanding a swift action from the authorities to apprehend the accused and submit a detailed report within 3 days. This is, of course, the Women Commission that we're talking about. And on the other hand, the BJP is also now responding to this. Initially, the BJP tried not to respond to it or not to fan any sort of a flame. But finally, the BJP has responded after this issue has now blown out of proportion. Union Minister Amit Shah has broken his silence on the NDA candidate Prajwal Revanna, who has been booked in the obscene video case. Amit Shah, during a press conference today in Guwahati, asserted that the BJP continues to stand with Nari Shakti. The BJP, of course, has not said anything about their alliance with the JDS, but they've said that they stand with Nari Shakti. In fact, Amit Shah further said that the Karnataka government should be the ones carrying out the investigation, and this is, of course, something that has happened within the jurisdiction of the Congress government.
श्री रेवन्ना का जो समाचार पत्रों में और चैनलों में चल रहा है वो बिल्कुल आघातजनक है। ऐसा सहन किया ही नहीं जा सकता और भारतीय जनता पार्टी का स्टैंड बहुत स्पष्ट है। हम देश की मातृशक्ति के साथ खड़े हैं, देश की नारी शक्ति के साथ खड़े हैं। परंतु कांग्रेस पार्टी जो हम पर आरोप लगाना चाहती है, मैं छोटी सी बात पूछना चाहता हूं, वहां सरकार किसकी है? सरकार कांग्रेस पार्टी की है। फेक वीडियो आपके ध्यान में ही होंगे क्योंकि टाइम पर रिलीज किए गए हैं और अब तक कार्यवाही कांग्रेस पार्टी ने क्यों नहीं की? नरेंद्र मोदी जी और मुझसे सवाल पूछने की जगह आपके मुख्यमंत्री उप मुख्यमंत्री को सवाल करिए कि आपकी सरकार क्या कर रही है, क्यों जांच नहीं हो रही है?
Now, this entire controversy started with a driver of Prajwal Revanna who had a personal issue with him. Now, it is being said that this is the person that initially leaked this entire pen drive and all these videos that are now out in the public forum. In fact, the driver who is being alleged that the person who's, of course, come out and leaked this video, he has now come out and made a statement as well amid all the allegations that are coming to the fore. Now, the driver has been identified as Karthik and he's reportedly been working with the Revanna family for 15 years and he only left his job last year. Listen in to his first reaction after this entire controversy blew out.
ಇವರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾನು ಕರೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೋರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ನ್ಯಾಯ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ, ಜನಗಳಿಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮೀಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲಾ ರೀತಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಮೀಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲೂ ಕೊಡಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದೇ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ದೇವರಾಜೇಗೌಡರು ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅವರು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸಹಿತ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್ ರೇವಣ್ಣ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೇ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ತರ್ತಾರೆ. ಇವರು ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ಫೋಟೋ ಆಗಲಿ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಆಗಲಿ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಅಶ್ಲೀಲವಾಗಿರೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪ್ರಜ್ವಲ್ ರೇವಣ್ಣ ನನ್ನ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಸ್ಟೇ ತರ್ತಾರೆ.
Now, this driver, identified as Karthik, was the person who actually had access to the videos initially. And in fact, he also got into a legal trouble with Prajwal Revanna. Following this, he approached a BJP leader. And this BJP leader said that you can give me the videos and you can give me the pen drive. And in return, I'll help you fight Revanna legally as well. In fact, Karthik said that he gave the video only to the BJP leader and he did not approach any Congress leaders with the pen drive of Prajwal Revanna.
ಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ದಾರ ಅಪವಾದ ಹೊರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಕೊಡೋದಾಗಿರೋ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ, ನಾನು ಯಾಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಕೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ? ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇದಾಗಿರೋ ಅನ್ಯಾಯಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲೂ ನಾನು 15 ವರ್ಷ ಅವ್ರ ಮನೇಲಿ ಇದ್ದು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅವ್ರು ಏನೇನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಯಾರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಯಾರು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ನನಗೂ ಅವ್ರು ಒಳ್ಳೇದು ಕೆಟ್ಟದ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನನ್ಗಾಗಿರೋ ಅನ್ಯಾಯ ಇನ್ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಆಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಅವತ್ತು ನಾನು ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಈಗ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಂತ ಒಬ್ರು ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅವ್ರಂಗೆ ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಬಂದು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬಂದು ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಈಗ ಇದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾನು SIT ಮುಂದೆ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾನು ಹಾಜರಾಗಿ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಇರೋ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಬ್ಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾನು ನನಗೇನು ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ SIT ಮುಂದೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂತೀನಿ.
Right, so this is all that's happened today as far as the Prajwal Revanna controversy is concerned. We'll be talking about this in detail, and joining me on the broadcast are T.S. Sankirta from BJP, Dhruv Jatti from the Congress, Vijay Grover, who's a senior journalist, and also Naveen Chomal, who's a lawyer. Appreciate you all for joining me on the broadcast, because this is, of course, a major issue that we are talking about and something that is going to dictate the political narrative in Karnataka. Vijay Grover, I'll start with you. The JDS has, of course, come out with this entire decision of sacking Prajwal Revanna. They've clearly said that this is a decision that they have taken keeping the women of the state in mind. But the big question that needs to be asked is, why is there no clear, unconditional expelling of Prajwal Revanna? Why is there this suspension, and also then the caveat that comes in and says that, well, we're only suspending him till the SIT probe is over, and after the probe comes out, after the details come out, only then will we take a decision on the future. So clearly the JDS still does not think that Prajwal Revanna is at fault.
Well, this is a very unfortunate thing that has happened. We are expecting a little more stern action being taken by the JDS, given the fact that it has dented the entire party. And, this is something that is exemplary punishment should have been given. And that's something which is not being done. JDS is only doing lip service by saying that we are suspending him till the probe is over. And, till then, such time, he will not be a part of the party. And I think this is wrong. I'm wrong for the simple fact, I will say, that, questions need to be asked not just of the JDS, the Congress, the BJP, because every politician practically knew about it, maybe did not have the evidence. But the fact is that, if the BJP leader, Devraj, says that from December 23, he was aware of it, why is it that he may have flagged it internally, but why did nobody take action? And also, we should ask and question the system. Right. If Amit Shah is asked today the question to DGP, or Women's Commission is asked, the fact is people have lost faith. Nobody here wants to give justice to the women who have been victims of Prajwal Revanna. Everybody is only trying to do politics on it. And that's the most unfortunate thing, that none of the women had the confidence to go to the police and complain till such time that the issue became so big and they were forced to come out. So this very clearly reflects that people with blind power, people with, this kind of
Right, Vijay Gaur clearly making a point there that the JDS needs to take more stern action. This again is not something that they can escape from with just a suspension till the SIT probe is completed. I'll take this across to the BJP now. Mr. T.S. Sankirta, this is of course something that the BJP also now is accountable for, is answerable for. Amit Shah today came out and said that Nari Shakti is something that the BJP will not compromise on. But why are you fighting the polls with the JDS after such a mega controversy? On one hand, you're talking about Nari Shakti. On the other hand, you are still going to be fighting an entire phase of elections, the Lok Sabha elections, with a party that is now accused of such serious controversy. Again, if you really are so serious about Nari Shakti, should you not break the ties with the JDS and say that only after you come clean with this entire row that is erupting with one of your most senior leaders, one of your successors, only then will we consider an alliance? Shouldn't this be the BJP stance?
Good evening, Ashish. Firstly, if you see, this is the internal and personal issue of the JDS MP and the candidate for the Hassan Lok Sabha constituency, Mr. Prajwal Revanna, who is also suspended from the party. This is the issue of the JDS party, and it has directly no concern regarding the Bharatiya Janata Party, and you do not have to relate this actually. Secondly, if you see, the law and order situation in Karnataka is definitely collapsed. If you see the Belgaum incident where a woman was stripped naked and paraded, the Neha incident, the Haveri
Mr. T.S. Sankirta, Mr. T.S. Sankirta, I'm sorry, I'll have to interject you. Mr. T.S. Sankirta, I'm sorry, I'll have to interject you. You said this is I just had to interject you there because you said this is a personal issue and this is not something that the BJP is concerned about. Is the BJP not concerned about the women of Karnataka? Because it's not just one or two women that we're talking about. 2,900 plus videos are here. Even if you're not the alliance partners, you should be responsible for it.
Let me make my point. I'm here to clear my party stand. Firstly, this is the matter of the JDS party. We are definitely concerned, and we have great respect towards the people, the women of Karnataka, the women of India. See, we are not subscribed to his personal issues or his personal ongoings. Nobody's personal ongoings will be recorded every each and day, and no one will be aware of it. But there is an SIT that is formed in the state of Karnataka to investigate this matter. I want to ask, when the candidate for the Congress party, the Shreyas Patel, who fought elections in Hassan Lok Sabha, when he whispered about these things in an open stage in December, that you were quite aware. Why are you bringing this suddenly? So these kind of, don't you think these are politically motivated? So, and Mr. D.K. Shivakumar, who got access to this video, and the Congress party who distributed all these pen drives, definitely have committed a crime. The women who are who have faced this harassment from Prajwal Revanna, definitely the SIT will take its course, law will take its course, and whatever the investigation, we respect it. Whoever is the culprit, he has to be punished. That is the stand of the BJP. But the pen drive and the videos which are circulated by the Congress party and their karyakartas definitely amounts to crime. So what is the action from the Congress party? And in 2019, it was the same Siddaramaiah and D.K. Shivakumar who endorsed and supported Prajwal Revanna. They also did press conferences with him. They also had ties with him. And this is a case which is previously, I think, 4 to 5 years before, which has happened. This is not a case which has erupted today or yesterday or a few months ago. This is a 4 or 5 year old case when they were allies with the Congress party then.
Right. I'll take this point across to Dhruv Jatti. Dhruv, help me understand what's the Congress's stand on this, because the BJP clearly says that if the Congress is now talking about that letter of the BJP leader which talks about this and, asking the BJP not to tie, the letter also talks about the fact that Congress leaders were aware about the video. So if you were really aware about the video, why did you not release it in the December last year? Why were you waiting for the elections to come out? This is an allegation that the BJP and the JDS have been making.
Ashish, the BJP and the JDS are clearly on a back foot. We had warned the Bharatiya Janata Party before it went on to make an alliance with the Janata Dal and Sons that clearly this alliance will not last, and this incident has put them on a bigger limbo. Now, coming to speaking about what the Congress party has done, like you were aware, the SIT has been formed. A substantial number of officers who are experienced have been put into the SIT team, and they are probing the case. Substantial evidence of this video was found right before the elections, and the driver himself clearly states that it was given to the Bharatiya Janata Party leader. Now, when the leader himself has written a letter to the Bharatiya Janata Party state unit president, where he clearly states that there are over 2,000 plus videos, we must question as to why the Bharatiya Janata Party in its NDA alliance has given a ticket to a member of parliament who has a history of using sexual coercion against females in his own district and using his political power in order to, leverage that kind of power that he has over innocent women. This is a bigger question that needs to be raised. And the BJP spokesperson himself in his argument said that the SIT team has been formed. The National Women's Commission as well has written a letter to the DGP. So on the government's behalf, the party and the Congress... But
Dhruv Jatti, the allegation against the Congress is... Dhruv Jatti, the allegation against the Congress is not about the action that they're taking. That's completely commendable, and SIT has been formed, a probe is underway, and that's completely something that the government has to do, and they're doing it. But the question here that the Congress is being asked is, did the Congress time this controversy? Did this entire thing come up during the elections? Why were the Congress leaders silent when they already had the video a few months back?
Ashish, who said that the Congress leaders had the video? The driver himself says very clearly in his argument, if you have a look at what he said, very clearly he has stated that he gave it to one Bharatiya Janata Party leader and not to any congressman. The entire evidence was with the Bharatiya Janata Party, Ashish. The question that the people of Karnataka are asking today is, when the NDA alliance was aware of this member of parliament being a perpetrator of sexual coercion, why did the NDA alliance continue to give a ticket? This is a simple question that the people of Karnataka have.
Right. Mr. Sankirta, respond to that, please. Mr. Sankirta, please respond to that.
If you see, these incidents were popped up right after the day of voting. When I wanted to ask the candidate from the Hassan Lok Sabha constituency, Mr. Shreyas Patel, who was fighting on a Congress ticket, whispered the same thing, that these videos are being circulated and are being heard of in the month of December. That is 4 months prior to the polls. So how was he aware? How was the Deputy Chief Minister aware? So this is a propaganda which is being planted by the Congress, because to align that you are an incompetent government, you are not keeping the law and order, the law and order has gone for a toss, the overall law and order in the state of Karnataka, the women are not safe in Karnataka, to close all these allegations and to divert the topic, you are bringing an issue. But our stand is very much clear, whether it is Prajwal Revanna or anyone else. The women of Karnataka, the women of India should be safe. Whoever it is, whoever has committed a mistake should definitely undergo punishment and undergo trial. This is the stand of the party of Karnataka. I want to ask, see, when you are in power,
right, Mr. Sankirta, you made your point there. The stand of the BJP is that the women of Karnataka should get justice. Mr. Sankirta, you said that the stand of the BJP is that the women of Karnataka should be safe and they should get justice. Now, right now on the show, tell us if the BJP can really take a step and dump the JDS alliance and say that, well, this is a party that is facing serious allegations. We as a BJP stand with the women of Karnataka, and therefore we will not continue with an ally which is continuing with such allegations.
There is an issue with the JDS candidate, not with the JDS party. The JDS party has a very good lineage. It has given the country of India a prime minister from Karnataka. See, that is the lineage of the party. It has come to power.
By that logic, every party is good. By that logic, Mr. Sankirta, every party in the nation is good.
Let me make my point. Don't interrupt me. So it is issue with the Prajwal Revanna, who is an individual, who is also a MP, and who is also the candidate for Lok Sabha. So if there is an issue, I am not a subscriber for his neither is the Bharatiya Janata Party. There may be personal issues that is not concerned to the party or with the JDS. Our alliance partner, the candidate has an issue. So the candidate has been suspended from the party. This is the action taken against it. And there is an SIT which has to go through all these cases. Who gave this pen drive?
Right. Also, all right. We'll discuss about the politics of that. I'll also get in Naveen Chomal on that. Mr. Naveen Chomal, I want you to respond on what this is going to mean for Prajwal Revanna and the JDS. Mr. Naveen Chomal, what is this going to mean for Prajwal Revanna and the future of the JDS and also as him as an MP? Because this is, of course, a legal controversy. He's been suspended. He's been suspended from the party.
Basically, such type of cases we have often seen them to be emerging at the time of elections. So we'll have to take it with a nice tablespoon of salt, not just a pinch of salt. And today that there is a very splendid technology available with all the people. So there is a big possibility of these videos being morphed also. There is artificial intelligence also going on. So now the question arises in the legal sphere is that when the particular facts were known to the people of the Congress party also say a few months back, why did they not raise this issue earlier? So the delay, the aspect of delay is weighing very high in the minds of judicial faculty, because even the courts will definitely question why there is a delay. Was there a consent from the side of the ladies, or are the videos genuine also? So these are the particular aspects which the Congress will have to answer. And the events that are being alleged, they date back to the era where Congress was in tie-up with
Mr. Naveen Chomal, the women in the video have come out. Mr. Naveen Chomal, the women in the video have come out and made the allegations. Are you trying to say that the women are lying?
As a member of parliament, it is very difficult for him to indulge in so much of acts. So there are many aspects about the probability of the incidents also. Yes, you are
Mr. Naveen Chomal, are you trying to say that the women who come out on camera and level the allegations, are you trying to say that the victims are lying?
Definitely, there is a possibility. Why were they keeping quiet for so long, for so many years? And why are they coming out today on the eve of the election only? See, today we are in the era where we have courts are full of cases where women are making false allegations. The courts there are so many cases even in the Supreme Court and all over the country where the courts have found that women to be making false allegations. Men are being acquitted. They are being given anticipatory bails in rape cases also. So it is not just because the woman is making allegation, so the man should be hanged. Now what has to be viewed is logically that if so many women were sexually harassed, so why didn't they come out and complain? And this person doesn't have any reputation of being a hardened criminal who could have killed them. He doesn't enjoy that sort of image also.
Right. Mr. Vijay Grover, before I slip into a short break, please help me understand what Mr. Naveen Chomal is trying to say here. Mr. Naveen Chomal is saying that why were the women silent for so long and now they're coming out and speaking during the elections. Mr. Vijay Grover, how do you look at this?
exactly the point that I was making in the beginning. The fact that, the system is reached a level where the women did not have the confidence in the system to go ahead and make charges against any politician. Mr. Chomal is talking about the Congress having evidence. The fact is that Mr. Deve Gowda had written a letter to the Prime Minister, the Home Minister, B.Y. Vijendra and others as early as December 2023, highlighting that there were these kind of charges which existed against Prajwal Revanna. The fact that, if such senior people were aware of this kind of thing from December 2023 itself, 4 months have gone by since then, why nobody took action against it? And I'm not singling out any one political party.
See,
Right,
the
that's a big question, Mr.
every
Vijay
political
Kumar.
party is
Why
responsible
was there
for
no
it.
action taken by the
That issue
Congress
has to
or
be
the
handled by the
BJP?
state government.
Let's slip into a short break. This is, of course, a debate that's
matter.
getting heated up now. The big question right now is why was there a delay in action both on the part of the BJP and the Congress? Both had the position of the videos a few months back. That is exactly what we're understanding. Why did both the parties delay acting on it? That's a big question. We'll talk on that and a lot more. But time for a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, viewers. Our focus continues to be on the Prajwal Revanna controversy that has rocked Karnataka, and our panelists continue to be on the broadcast with us. Dhruv Jatti, I'll of course come back with you now because this is of course a lot of controversy that has erupted across Karnataka, and the Congress is now directly blaming the BJP and the JDS for it. Now, the question that our panelists, the other co-panelists of yours that were asking before we slipped into the break was, the Congress candidate from Hassan clearly spoke about this particular fact that there was a pen drive about the Prajwal Revanna. There was a pen drive of him clearly available. There was, of course, a lot of other statements also coming to the fore about the Congress having prior knowledge about this. If all of this was the case, why did the Congress wait till the elections to take an action? Why is this entire controversy now erupting after the elections have begun? Why wasn't an action taken right exactly at the moment when the Congress found out that there were pen drives of Prajwal Revanna out there?
Ashish, in Karnataka politics, if you look, this politics of pen drives, CDs, etc., are quite common. And I'm sure you must have heard about this over the past 5-10 years quite often. The word of pen drives and CDs being used everywhere. Now the question here is that this remained a rumor for a very long time, and when substantial evidence was found, it came into picture. And the bigger question, what I want to ask you is, you speak about the Congress having evidence, but when you have somebody who's directly linked with the case, that is the driver, who states that the pen drive was given to the Bharatiya Janata Party's member in Hassan, why isn't the question being raised to the Bharatiya Janata Party as to, why the video was leaked to other people? That should be the bigger question. The entire evidence was handed over from Revanna's driver to a Bharatiya Janata Party member. This is a bigger question. And I think the more we dwell on the politics of this, the more the merit of the case and the justice of the woman gets undermined. It's very important that it's a very sensitive case, a very sensitive issue. And the districts that you come from, that is Hassan, Mysore, Mandya, these are places where, it's not easy. And women these days have to find their way in a very tough situation. So it's important that we keep their fundamental rights and their duties to the highest order before we make any statements. I completely, with all the regards that I have for
Naveen Chomal wants to counter you there. Mr. Naveen Chomal, go ahead.
No, I want to come in.
See, there is no denial about the fact about the respect for the woman. Woman's respect should be protected and the law and order should be maintained. But the law and order is the issue of the state government. So the incident allegedly happened during the time when the Congress and JDS were in power together.
Naveen Chomal, did you have access to those videos that time?
Undisputed
did you have access to those videos that time?
The ball goes to the
Mr. Chomal, 4-5 years he said only by Prajwal Revanna.
The videos were available to him 6 months back or 4 months back. So why did no action was taken during that period? Why did no
letter had been written to the
Right, Mr. Naveen Chomal, are you trying to say that the BJP, Mr. Naveen Chomal, are you trying to say that the Congress is now giving the BJP back after the entire controversy of Neha Hiremat? Are you trying to say that the Congress is now giving it back to the BJP?
Ashish, who had the video in December? The driver gave it to whom? Whose hands was it in? Who wrote a letter to B.Y. Vijayendra? Who is that person?
Mr. Dhruv Jatti, Mr. Dhruv Jatti, again, the allegation coming here is the fact that initially the Congress was basing its entire politics on the letter by the BJP leader, and as soon as people started pointing out that the letter also talks about the Congress leaders having the video, immediately the focus the Congress shifted was on the driver who's not speaking about the Congress. So again here the allegation coming from the other side is that the Congress here is doing a politics of convenience and is trying to give it back because the BJP went on full throttle as far as the Neha Hiremat case is concerned, and now the Congress feels that it also has a major issue at hand during election season. So
Exactly.
This is, of course, the opposition now saying that the Congress is trying to politicize this issue. And if you are in power in Karnataka, why aren't you carrying out an investigation and then speaking instead of politicizing this?
Ashish, like I said, an SIT probe has been formed. The case of Neha Hiremat and the case of these women that go in thousands are quite different in nature, and both cases are going to be taken to court, and the state government
But
is
they're
going
not
to provide
obliging us
all
by
the
doing
justice
the
that is
SIT
required to
probe.
these women. Excuse me?
Right, go on, Mr. Jatti, go on. Mr. Jatti, go on, make a point.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly.
Right, there seems to be some issue with Dhruv Jatti's audio there. Right, Mr. Sankirta, you go ahead. This is, of course, again something that's again coming back to the Congress. Now, the Congress clearly stating that the BJP, despite knowing that there were videos, why was there so much compulsion? If the Prime Minister at the center says that he can get 400 seats on his own, why does the BJP is in so much desperation that it has to tie up with a party whose, of course, videos are out there?
See, firstly, the BJP leader Deve Gowda writing a letter to the state president B.Y. Vijayendra is false claim. Secondly, there is no such letter which has been written to B.Y. Vijayendra. If there is such letter, kindly give us a copy. When the D.K. Shivakumar, the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, clearly in his statement from his mouth tells that he was aware of these videos months ago. Who was preventing him to register a suo motu case to prevent the women of Karnataka? So you are very irresponsible, you are very incompetent. Secondly, I want to ask the Congress party, who gave you the permission to disrespect the women of Karnataka? Who gave you the permission to misuse their personal morale? Who gave you the permission to distribute pen drives? Firstly, this is a heinous crime. This is a heinous crime that is committed by the Congress party. The respect of the women has been gone for a toss. Blatantly, in the Neha case, the Chief Minister and the Home Minister lies that this is a case which is committed due to personal vengeance. Who gave you the evidence? So who gives the permission to this Congress Karyakartas and these Congress people to disrespect the morality of women? To disrespect
Mr. Sankirta, is the BJP more concerned about the video getting viral, or is the BJP concerned about something like this happening to the women of Karnataka? Mr. Sankirta, right. Let's focus on Mr. Sankirta here. Mr. Sankirta, what's the BJP's problem? Is the BJP's problem that the video went viral, or is the BJP's problem that the women were harassed? What's the problem here exactly?
Firstly, the women harassed. Whoever has been assaulted and harassed, whoever is the culprit, he should be punished. Firstly, that is our stand. Secondly, the Congress does not have any right to circulate such videos or to distribute those pen drives. The Congress does not have any right. It's a heinous crime. Let them accept it. If you are so concerned about women, if you are...
But the driver that you're talking about, the driver clearly said that he did not give the copy.
You wanted to politicize the
Mr. Sankirta, but the driver has said that he did not give any copy to the Congress. The driver has said that the only copy that he gave was to the BJP leader. This is something that the driver, who's of course at the focus of everything, he said that the only BJP had access to the video.
In the Congress protest and in Bengaluru also, who distributed pen drives? Who protested against it? When you have your own government, you go and distribute pen drive.
Why are we talking about...
gives you that right?
Mr. Sankirta, let's not drift away from the topic. The topic is not about who distributed, who has a better distribution system, and also who got the pen drive first. The topic here is why is the BJP that talks about Nari Shakti continuing with the JDS in the second phase of Lok Sabha elections?
Or to reveal someone's video. That is personal things. Who gave you the right? There is no right.
Mr. Sankirta, are you satisfied with the action taken by H.D. Kumaraswamy of merely suspending? Is your party satisfied about it?
Mr. Grover, 1 second. I just have a point to make to Mr. Sankirta. Mr. Sankirta, the one point I want to make is, will the BJP be campaigning with the JDS in the second phase of the Lok Sabha? Yes or no?
See, firstly, let me make my stand very clear. the culprit, whoever it is, whoever has been sexually harassed, and whoever is the victim.
Mr. Sankirta, the question is simple. Will the BJP and the JDS campaign together in the phase 2 of the Lok Sabha elections?
I'm answering to your point.
Mr. Sankirta, the question is very clear.
This is the issue with Prajwal Revanna.
Mr. Sankirta, please answer in yes or no. Please answer in yes or no. Will the JDS and the BJP be campaigning together in the second phase?
The problem is with Prajwal Revanna, who is a suspended member, but the action is taken by the party, regional party. See, he is not belonging to the BJP. He is an ally member. But the ally member, former Prime Minister, has suspended him from the party.
Mr. Sankirta, all right.
And there is an SIT which is formed.
All right. I'll ask Vijay Grover to respond to this. Mr. Vijay Grover, you're a senior journalist. Please help me understand. As a voter in Karnataka, example, you're a voter in Karnataka. As a voter in Karnataka, what confidence are you going to have on the BJP, which will continue and which will come out and campaign with the JDS, which is accused of something like this? The BJP might say things like Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, Nari Shakti, but at the end of the day, when they come out and campaign with the JDS, which is accused of something so serious, as a voter, will you have the confidence on the BJP to go out there and vote no matter what they say?
Well, this is exactly the point that we've been trying to make. Not only me, every citizen of the state feels that the political parties are only trying to reap political benefits out of this case. None of them are actually seriously concerned about the thousands of women or the hundreds of women who have become victims. If that was the case, if so motor cases can be filed on so many other cases, why not in this by any political party, instead of Congress blaming BJP or BJP blaming Congress or the JDS just doing lip service? Unfortunately, politicians have only politics in mind, especially in election season. But in this case, if the BJP had come out and, severed ties with the JDS, I think so the respect for the BJP would have gone much higher, because the accused is not just Revanna.
Absolutely. That's exactly the point I'm trying to make here. That's exactly the point that I'm trying to make here, that the BJP is talking about all those things, but the action, we don't really see the action. Mr. Naveen Chomal, you're trying to make a point for a long time now, and also the earlier point that you made was about the law and order situation in Karnataka being under Congress and the Congress being responsible for it. And also you mentioned the point that women came out and made this complaint very late. Do you really think that should be the debate that we're having at this point? Should we really be talking about women coming out and complaining late and indulge in victim shaming, rather than talk about why the JDS and the BJP are not treating this in the way that they should?
No, let me clarify myself once again. I don't have anything against the victim woman, but it is a pertinent question that why all the women, none of them came forward with the complaint. All of them are uniformly maintaining that monotonous silence. That is a very important question. That normally does not happen. Few years back, we have already seen the wave of Me Too allegations also, and we have found that majority of the allegations were false and they did not hold any water. So now in this case also, if there are so many cases being alleged against Mr. Revanna, definitely there is going to be a scrutiny, and scrutiny will reveal that many of the allegations are false. And if certain women are there who are coming forward, there will be, I am sure, not more than 5 to 10 women coming forward, and then we'll have to definitely question their timing. So why did they keep quiet for so long? That is the question. And now, if I am questioning Mr. Vijay Grover also, that he is putting blame on the politicians and more on the BJP, when the fact is that law and order is the problem and issue of the state government. And who's in the power in Karnataka? It is the Congress government. So when the Congress government had all those proofs with them, or at least the allegations with them few months back, they kept quiet. Only when the question of that Hiremat came up and it is a boiling topic in the state of Karnataka, they used this particular ploy only to defend themselves or put the BJP in the back foot. So this is the politics which you have to understand. And I am talking only as a lawyer. The courts will definitely weigh the things on both the sides. Definitely the respect for the woman will be paramounted. But at the same time, you cannot cut the, heads of all the people who are being accused of the crimes. There will be justice to the men also. That is the law. And today, all over the country, courts are full of cases where
right,
women
Mr. Naveen Chomal, we are running short of time on the broadcast. We are running short of time on the bulletin. Dhruv Jati, please respond to Mr. Naveen Chomal as we wrap. You are hearing all the points that Mr. Naveen Chomal is making. Mr. Dhruv Jatti, this is of course Naveen Chomal directly putting the blame on the state government, the Congress government. He says that the timing of the women coming out and complaining should be questioned. Their intention should be questioned. Let's not talk about Prajwal Revanna. Let's talk about the women that are coming out and complaining. This is what Mr. Naveen Chomal is stating. Before we wrap the bulletin, Mr. Dhruv Jatti, please respond to Mr. Naveen Chomal.
Ashish, these are innocent women. I don't know if Mr. Naveen Chomal has sat in Hassan or Mandya. The entire Deve Gowda family is very powerful over there. And for any common person to come and speak up isn't that easy. They need to have a lot of courage, like Mr. Grover had said earlier. I stick to the point that I've stated, that an SIT has been formed and the case is going to be taking its due course. And the women and the perpetrator that are involved will be, put forth in front of the courts of Karnataka. This is as simple as, and I don't think there's more that has to be spoken about in this case.
Right. Right, Mr. Dhruv Jatti, again, appreciate you all for joining us on the broadcast. This is a very pertinent issue, a big issue that seems to be setting the political narrative for Karnataka, not just for this Lok Sabha elections, but also for the future, because JDS, of course, is a major regional party in Karnataka, and its future now hangs in balance in a way with one of its successors being accused of something so serious and in the middle of such a massive controversy. We'll keep a close eye on that. We'll get you all the details on that, and also we'll debate around the stand of the central government and also the state government, and also what the other parties have to say. But on that note, let's slip into a short break. Don't go anywhere, viewers. We'll be right back.